Oh, alpha, that's alpha.
These are the frequencies. So
Okay.
you're largely in an 8 to 10, which
Okay.
is alpha.
8 to 10.
Mm-hmm. And the blue is the standard deviation, so you can think of that as the amount of feedback that was able to affect or open up the site.
Okay.
Um, I treated this one more than the others, so your brain
FE.
is responsive,
More
although you opened up in other areas
opened
as
up
well,
in
which is
FE.
good.
Okay. How do you know it opened up?
The blue.
The blue.
Uh-huh.
The blue is an amount of feedback, or
You can think of it that way.
you're trying to increase the frequency, or trying to modulate it towards 8.
If you're in an alpha, you're in a pretty good spot.
Okay.
So we don't need to really, if anything, these could maybe come up a little
C4.
bit.
Okay.
But, mostly, yeah, the C3 and C4 are a little bit lower here. You can see
C3 on the parietal lobe, basically. That's
no, the
default
parietal is a little bit behind that.
Okay.
C3 and 4 is the motor area, which
motor. That's different.
Yeah.
It's not the rumination error.
No, rumination, what I find in working with people, I know you're thinking about the default mode network, but I find mostly it's a frontal lobe experience.
Okay.
And so
so the frequency is higher towards the P.
Your frequencies are higher towards the back of the head, which is normal.
Okay.
You can see that there.
Yeah.
I see that quite often.
Okay.
You've got one frontal site that's up in that area. I did treat.
Frontal's lower, basically. My frontal frequency is lower.
Excuse me.
It's lower.
Which is common, Alex.
Is ADHD usually slower frequencies?
No, they're usually higher frequencies.
Okay. Do you see that pattern in me?
I can't look at a map and say you have X. It doesn't really work like that. But I do see an alpha wave, which is actually with eyes closed. That's a healthy pattern.
Okay.
If you were in beta, I would be concerned, but alpha's good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Or if you were in theta, which is a typical ADHD pattern, actually. And these sites are, in the 7.5 range. That's technically theta.
Okay.
And theta is a little bit slower, and it's a dreamlike state where ADHD often lives.
Oh yeah, theta. Theta's like 5, right?
Theta is like 2 to 8.
2 to 8. But I mean, it's not the mean dominant frequency.
I'm sorry?
It's not the mean dominant frequency in me.
No, I would say your dominant frequency
is alpha. Okay.
Yeah. Which is, that's pretty healthy. Yeah, it's looking really pretty good.
Okay.
But what should happen is that things should get quieter inside. You might feel more relaxed and calmer. Is there anything you're noticing right now in the treatment?
It's not a huge effect, maybe a little bit quieter, but not a huge amount. I'll have to see for the rest of the day.
It does tend to grow.
Okay.
So usually about an hour, a little bit longer, it tends to expand.
Can I see the mean delta amplitude in the others?
Sure. So amplitudes should be lower. Interesting that you have it right down the middle. I will often treat that for rumination as well.
Okay.
We're looking at a breakdown here. Then we have theta, which also
higher in CD.
Yeah, right in that motor strip again, and also in parietal.
Okay.
Alpha is high. That's typical. I see that a lot when I'm first treating people.
Okay.
And those amplitudes tend to come down over time.
Alpha goes down with time over feedback. Oh, okay.
It should. Amplitudes should not be high.
Beta's low.
It should be. Those are good. Yeah, those look good. Betas should be low. It's
an anxiety scene.
That's right. Exactly. And high alpha, can point towards anxiety. It can also point towards low motivation.
Low motivation, really.
Yeah. So we want those to be lower. All the amplitudes tend to lower with time and treatment.
Okay.
And frequencies often will come up.
Okay.
Yeah. But your frequencies are really pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, for most people, they need to come up in frequency. You could come up a bit here. All of that 7.5 could come up a bit.
In the middle region, and maybe frontal.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So well done with finding lens. It's really
Okay.
the most effective neurofeedback
Okay.
treatment out
Okay.
of all the different
Okay.
types of
Okay.
neurofeedback.
Okay.
We can't just slam you with feedback at the beginning. We
Uh-huh.
have to kind of gradually build. I
Okay.
did actually do quite a bit for you.
Okay. Okay.
We did the whole head, and I don't often do the whole head at
Okay.
the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. So, excuse me. So really what's going to guide what we do next is what you report back to me over the next 48 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so everything that you notice is good for me to know about. Yeah. Would you like to, is this a good time for you? Do you want to book for next week in this time?